Hello, I'm Jessica from Jessica Patton Consulting, and I help independent hairstylists create more structure and implement strategies so they feel more confident and less overwhelmed in their business. So, today we're going to be going over how to continuously educate yourself in your industry with the trends and best practices. So, besides just, the day-to-day trends that are coming up all the time, I have 6 things that I want you guys to focus on that are going to help you stay above the curve and above your competition. So the first one we're going to go over is be authentic and provide a story. So this is what's going to make you stand out in your industry, in your field of, being that your authentic self. It's going to allow you to have your ideal clients come in, the people you want to work with. If you're showing up as you want to make sure that you kind of have a story behind it. So maybe why you got started, why you're so passionate about it, and maybe even kind of niching it down too. So if you're really like you just love doing blondes or you love doing lived-in hair or all these different options, what's the story behind that? What can you provide to your clients that's the reason they should be going to you essentially? So that's number one, is being authentic and creating your story so you can talk to your ideal client. The next one is be clear on your mission and your values. So this again is a way to talk to who your ideal client is, because this is so, so important. And I know I've talked about this before, but I really want to drive it home, because you want to make sure that you are, putting your values into your business and making sure that you're on track with your mission and, why you started this business in the first place, maybe why you went independent. You want to make sure that you're kind of hitting all those areas. And then in turn, you're going to be getting those ideal clients coming to your door because you know what your vision is, you know what your mission is. And that's what you're promoting in your social media. When you're talking to your clients, when you're getting those referrals from other clients, it's all going to come together if you know what your path is on that. So that was number 2. Number 3 is investing in coaching or mentoring. So you guys, this is huge, huge, huge. I remember the first time I invested in myself, in my business, I was terrified. I was like, this is crazy. But it's really interesting to see like how far you can advance when you give yourself permission to just like lean in and trust yourself in that investment, because you're investing with somebody who's just a little bit further ahead than you and they know kind of the path to go and how to get you there. It also helps with the accountability in your business. And then you just get that mentorship too. It's just a really nice, relationship, because you do have somebody in your corner. And with being a small business owner, with being an independent artist, it can be lonely and it can be kind of isolating, and there's no accountability and all the things. So really just focusing in on and looking and doing your research and seeing who would be the best fit for me. So I'll give you an example. So just last week, one of my clients, we did a VIP day and we had structured it so she wanted to kind of work on these different topics. So the first one we really dug into was goal setting. What are the goals that we want to focus on that really matter in your life and business? This is huge, and this is my proven framework that I use, because I find a lot of the times, we're setting these goals for 12 months. We're like, yeah, I want to make this amount of money, and it's kind of like that's kind of it. But I really dig into, okay, what do you want from your life? What do you want from your business? What are you kind of feeling right now that's making you feel stuck, or maybe that's not getting you towards your goals? And this is really going to help digging into what's going wrong right now and what can we fix to get you there. And also some future planning too. So making sure that we have the vision for what we want out of our business, out of our life. So that was huge. And then we did some money management, which is one of my favorite things. I love a good budget. I love setting you guys up for success with your business. I do this thing called the profit first method, and I really break down what services you're providing, what clients are coming in the door, and then what money you're going to be needing that month. After we create that budget, then we know, okay, I need to sell to this many people, and then this is where all my money is going. So making sure you're saving for your profit, making sure you're saving for your taxes, making sure you're saving for your expenses, and then making sure you're paying yourself the amount that you want to be paid. And then we know that again from having that budget, that this is the amount that we need to, thrive in our business and succeed in our business. So just really breaking all that down is huge, you guys, for your businesses. And then the last one we did was really looking into email marketing. This is a huge one to you guys. It's a huge opportunity that a lot of independent stylists are missing out on. You guys already have the email list. If they're signing up, if they're booking appointments to work with you, they're providing you their emails and they're essentially saying, yeah, I want to know more. They're already hot leads, they're already in your chair. So might as well tell them of a sale you have coming up, or maybe of some product that's going on sale that, they've been using, or, all the things. But just getting those additional sales in the door and the additional clients is huge. And email marketing is a great way to do that. So you're not so dependent on the algorithm. So that was number 3. Investing in coaching or mentoring is huge in your business. The next one is tracking your KPIs, or your key point indicators. So these are some ones that I really love that I suggest that you kind of dig into and try to track. So how many clients do you have? How many clients do you need? How often are they coming? How often are they sitting in your seat? And then making sure you're tracking, okay, if they come every 6 weeks, I need somebody to fill the spaces in between here. Which products and services are selling the best, and which ones are making you the most money? What are the ones you love doing? So if you can align those, the ones that are making you the most money with the ones you love doing, if you can just sell those as your top and then kind of have your other ones additional, but really just tracking all these things is going to be very beneficial, and it's going to give you kind of an outlook on what your business looks like and how you can grow and scale it too. So keeping track of those key point indicators, the KPIs, is huge, huge, huge. And then new trainings, of course. You guys, in this industry, things are changing all the time. There's always new trends coming up and styles and, all the different things. So really just, keeping up on those certificates, looking at what new training you can take. But also social media is a huge opportunity to dig into this as well, because people are posting all the time and you can kind of keep track of like, oh, I'm seeing that quite often and this is kind of where this is going, so I want to keep an eye on this style. And then maybe that determines how you're doing your training or how you're checking into that kind of stuff. So really being mindful of what industries or what new trends are popping up in your feed, and then also following people who are very good at like showing new trends, showing new styles, all of that. So kind of like the gurus in your industry, just following them and making sure that you're keeping track of them when you're scrolling on your social media too, just really keeping track of all that kind of stuff. And then the last one, you guys, is sales. So I know this is a big one and it can be a little bit tough, but as an independent artist, you are a hairstylist, but you are also, the selling force of your business. You're the one that's bringing people in the door. You're the one that are making the sales, getting more people back in your seats, selling your products. So this is where things like being on social media is huge, like being consistent on there, you guys, huge, huge, huge. Not only showing your work, but also showing the testimonials, having a place where people want to land on your page and they just love seeing what you're doing. You want to be the expert in your field or in your niche. So you really want to make sure that you're keeping up with that. And then again, like I said, email marketing is another great avenue to start doing this too, because then you're going right directly into their inboxes instead of, again, depending on the algorithm. So really making sure that you are, having those different marketing structures in place is huge. So even like Google My Business, looking at all the different ways that you can really sell your business and start making more money and start making more profit is going to be huge. So I hope you enjoyed this training. And like I said, I do offer coaching programs. So I have a VIP day where it's just you and me. We kind of choose what topics you want to go over, and then we'll really just dig into those areas in our one-on-one VIP day. So I love those days. I love getting to know you and just hammering it out all in one day. So this is really for the person who, you're very good at being accountable to yourself. You want to learn everything in one day and then just take it and implement it. But then I also have a 6-week course where if you need that accountability and you can't take everything in all at once, it's just too much. So then there's a 6-week course where we would go over the different areas, and then you would have some coaching calls in between so we can really implement and work on the tasks that we had already gone over in one of the other calls. So those are my 2 offers that I would love to send out to you guys. If you are interested, send me a DM or you can set up your free strategy call at the link in my bio. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.